Welcome back to the AZ Gooner. Arsenal have just defeated Manchester United 3-1 at the Emirates Stadium. When you look at the performance in this game, I felt like early on, Manchester United, they had a lot of the ball, but they really couldn't do anything with it. Like they could barely play it out of their own half. When we did have possession, we were attacking a bit, but we really struggled to really create any big chances. And then in the 27th minute, we give the ball away. The Man United's first shot of the game, Rashford scores. Very disappointing goal to give up. I mean, Man United have literally done nothing up to that minute. They had all that possession. They acted like they could play out from the back, but they just couldn't do anything. And we just hand them a goal. But I love the response immediately scoring straight after within a minute. And then at the end of the game, a thrilling ending when Garnacho thought he got the winner, but he was offside. Our new signing, Declan Rice, scores his first goal for Arsenal. Then Gabriel Jesus with the dagger in the 100th minute of the game. First, I'm going to go into the tactics for this game. The starting lineup that was out there was one that I think everyone was pleased with. Thomas Partey got injured in training, so he was no longer available for selection. People wanted a Partey, Rice, Odegaard midfield, but because of that injury, Havertz still kept his starting spot, and then Zinchenko and Gabriel come back into the side and create the back four that we had last year. Now, getting into the player ratings, first up, we'll start and go with Aaron Ramsdale. I thought Ramsdale didn't really have a lot to do other than a couple shots in the whole game. He got a hand to the Rashford goal, but wasn't able to keep it out. I don't think that's his fault. But really didn't have nothing much to do. Had one good save, I think, for Martial. So he'll get a standard 6. Ben White, I thought he struggled a bit against Rashford. Rashford definitely was their only player for me that was really causing any trouble and that I was fearful of. And he did eventually score a goal, but I think Ben White was okay. 6. Saliba, I didn't think Saliba was at his best today. He seemed to be slipping a lot. He lost the ball a couple times, so Saliba will get a 6. Gabriel comes back, starts his first game in the league this season, and I thought he did quite well. And then when their new United's new signing Rasmus Højlund came into the game, there were a couple of shaky moments there where I thought him and Højlund were battling it out. Now Gabriel did win all those duels and force fouls from Højlund, but I did think Højlund a couple times caused him a bit of issues, but I thought Gabriel handled it okay. And then obviously his offside trap he played for that Garnacho goal. It was very quick, instinctive decision, and it paid off. So I'm gonna give Gabriel a 7. Zinchenko come back into the team. You could just see, the difference in the side when Zinchenko's in. He didn't really have an amazing game, not much to really do. So he'll get a 6. Moving on to the midfield, we'll start with Martin Odegaard. Scored the first goal to respond after the United goal. There are a couple of moments where I thought Odegaard could have passed it, where he tried to shoot himself, but overall, you expect your captain to score in big games, and he definitely showed up. So 8 for Odegaard. Kai Havertz. Now, there's been lots of talks about Kai Havertz. He's sort of been the topic at Arsenal. First half, there was one moment where he just totally missed the ball. And I think he's just struggling with confidence right now. He has no confidence. And it seems like he's just afraid to make mistakes. He's not really asking for the ball. You see him sort of just floating around. He's off the ball. He's not great. He's kind of a ghost. And then when he does get the ball, you can tell like he doesn't really have much confidence and willing to take any risks. There was a penalty shout for him, but got overturned by VAR. I think Havertz needs to definitely take some time on the bench and hopefully slowly integrate him back in, get him some confidence coming off the bench. But for me, he wasn't horrible, but just 5 for Havertz. Now moving on to Declan Rice. Declan Rice scoring his first goal, a game-winning goal against Manchester United at home at the Emirates. What a moment that was. And apart from the goal, I thought Declan Rice was exceptional. I think when you look at that number 6 position that he's filling in for, at times when we had Thomas Partey last year, it was like when Partey was out, we missed him so much. He was so crucial to the team. And to have Declan Rice to go into that position and be able to fill in so well, look like he's already learned that position and knows how to play it so well. I think you got to give credit to Declan Rice and what he's already been able to do in an Arsenal shirt so far. And I think to be in that midfield, defensive midfield role on his own with Havertz and Odegaard being more attacking, I thought Rice did very well, and he's such an all-around player. So 9 for Declan Rice. Saka, I think Saka struggled a bit today. Dallo definitely did good against him defensively. I know they're doubled up on him with Anthony. He had a chance that he could have took, but he hit it straight at Onana. He did end up getting the assist from the corner, but for me, Saka, I don't think he looked as sharp today, so I'm gonna give him a 6. Eddie Nketiah. Now Eddie Nketiah does a lot for us. I think his movement's excellent. His energy, his pressing is good. Um, he does decent holding of the ball. Didn't really have any opportunities or chances today, but I'm gonna give Nketiah a 6. And then Martinelli. I've been on Martinelli since the start of the season. I think he has not been good, and especially his corner taking, never beating the first man. But when you look at his game in open play, I thought he definitely improved today, getting the assist for the Odegaard goal. Now it's tough going up against Wan-Bissaka, who I believe is one of the best defensive right backs in the league, and I thought he did okay against Wan-Bissaka. He didn't really get past him at all, but for me, Martinelli definitely woke up from the first few performances of the season. Moving on to the bench, let's start on the left. Tomiyasu came in for Zinchenko in that inverted left back role, and I thought he didn't look out of place, so he'll get a 6. Fabio Vieira coming off the bench again and assisting another goal. There should be shouts for him to start ahead of Havertz next game. I'd like to see Vieira get more minutes because in the 2 games he has played so far, he's definitely made an impact. Gabriel Jesus coming on off the bench, and what a goal that was, the dagger in the 100-minute. Dallo sliding across in front of him. At first, I thought he was going to shoot on his left. I thought he messed up that chance, and then he fooled me, fooled a lot of people, and ended up scoring. So Gabriel Jesus, 8. Reece Nelson, our super sub of last season, I thought he brought some energy when he came on that left-hand side, and Nelson definitely made an impact. So he'll get a 7, and then Jorginho didn't really have much time, but so I'll give him a 6. Those are my player ratings for Arsenal versus Man United.